For the Trojans, Girard Sports Live.
Snap and leans forward, and that's touchdown number 4 for Scott Moore.
Girard Sports Live is presented by Crawcan, your community technology partner. Learn more at ckt.net.
Hooks, throw over to Adolph, quickly down inside, wrap around Boatman, found herself in the right place, foul, and the bucket!
He'll try a 3 and hits. Adolph with it up top, being guarded by Gass. Girard down the lane, off the glass, and good. Nice instinct by Adolph to just take it to the bucket. Fielded on the short hop, fires this one across. Able to throw the runner out by a step and a half. Pitch to the outside to Ashbacher. Gets a good block on the outside, and he's in for the touchdown.
It's time for the Trojans. On your home for Girard High School Athletics. Girard Sports Live. Girard Sports Live.
Welcome out everybody here to Girard Sports Live. I'm going to let Mr. Schwartz take over as he announces our seniors for senior night.
Lindsay is the libero for the Big Trojan volleyball team. She's escorted tonight by her parents, Josh and Teresa Bryant. Lindsay has been a member of the Trojan volleyball team for the past 4 years. She's involved in FCCLA, FPLA, AX, FFA, SAD, and softball, as well as volleyball. After high school, she plans to continue her education and get a degree in early education, as well as coaching, while continuing her volleyball career. Her favorite memory of volleyball is all of her memories with all of her girls that she used to call her family, and all of the team partying, the team bonding, and tea time that they were able to have. Ladies and gentlemen, number 2, libero, Lindsay Bryant. Our next senior this evening, Haley David. Haley is a defensive specialist for the Trojan volleyball team. She's escorted this evening by her parents, Brian and Jill David. Haley has been a member of the volleyball team for the past 4 years. She's also involved in basketball, FCCLA, KX, SAD, NHS, Special Olympics Unified Honor Roll, Renaissance Gold Card holder, FFA for 3 years. After high school, she plans to attend the Beck County Community College to pursue a degree in her radiology program. Her favorite memory of volleyball is doing prank pours with Coach Jackson and all of the team bonding experiences. Defensive specialist, number 5, Haley Davis. Next up is Miss Rachel Bennett. Rachel's a middle hitter for the Lady Trojan volleyball team. She's escorted tonight by her parents, Travis and Cindy Bennett. Rachel's been a member of the volleyball program for 4 years. She's also been involved in track, SAFE, SAD, AS, FPA, FCCLA, NHS. She's a Special Olympics Unified Partner, a Renaissance Card holder. She's been on the honor roll, and she is an educational internship mentor. After high school, she plans to attend the Beck County Community College to play volleyball and pursue a degree in elementary education. Her favorite memory of volleyball is one of the Barbies after winning the Shakespeare tournament 3 years in a row. Ladies and gentlemen, middle hitter number 16, Rachel Bennett. Our next singer is Miss Elena McGann. Elena is a middle hitter for the Trojan volleyball team. She's escorted tonight by her parents, Dale and Kylie McGann. Elena has been a member of the Trojan volleyball team for the last 4 years. She's been involved in FFA, FCCLA, FBLA, HOSA, AX, SAFE, NHS, SAD, softball, honor roll. She's a Special Olympics Murphy. Gracie is a center for the Lady Trojan volleyball team. She's escorted tonight by her parents, Jess and Cindy Murphy. Gracie's been a member of the team for the last 4 years. She is also involved in FFA, FCA, FBA, FCCLA, FBLA, dance, math club, SAD, NHS. She's a Special Olympics unified partner, a Renaissance card holder. She's been on the honor roll. She's an elementary education intern and mentor, and she is on the track and field team. After high school, she plans to attend a 4-year university and major in elementary education. Her favorite memory of volleyball is winning the Girard tournament for the first time in Coach Jackson's coaching career. Ladies and gentlemen, setter number 28, Gracie Murphy.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome out here to Ted R. Taylor Gymnasium. I'm Daryl McLeod, joined alongside by Sarah Goebel for yet again another senior night. A lot of emotions in the crowd right now. Some of these girls' last game at Girard. Of course, that's not too true because we will have regionals here later down the line. Working on getting that broadcast to you guys. Girard will be hosting regionals here at Ted R. Taylor, but for the regular season, some of the last times any of these girls will touch a volleyball, and always a very emotional night.
Yeah, senior night is one of the hardest nights. But luckily for this group of seniors, Sub-State's different this year. So the first round will be played here in Girard, and I believe the second round as well. But the first round, instead of playing in an all-day tournament, that first round takes away one game, so it eliminates the bottom 8 teams, meaning that the next day, I believe you only have 2 games on that Thursday. And then this year, 2 teams out of our regional will go to state.
Well, that's how state kind of lines out for everyone. But we're going to have everybody hugging, making sure they can let those seniors know that they are indeed sad that they'll be gone. This senior team consisted of 5 seniors, if I'm correct. I believe that's how many I counted.
I believe so.
But
Aww.
Lindsey Bryant, Rachel Bennett, Elena McGowan, Gracie Murphy, Kaylee David, key parts to the team. Been playing volleyball since their freshman years, each one of them.
Yes.
Stuck it out until the end, and got to appreciate that in a person.
Yeah, it's going to be really hard to replace these 5 seniors. I mean, you got 6 spots on the court, so at all times you have 5 of them in. But from what we see of like the younger girls, they have a great group of girls coming up.
I think maybe we'll get her to turn around and show us that here in a minute.
It's a blanket with all their names with Coach pictures of Coach Jackson.
Kind of see it there. Well, Elena McGowan and Rachel Bennett say, cut the crying, we got a game to win. And hopefully they'll do just that, running over to get the volleyballs, and they're getting ready to go. We'll get ready to go as well. We'll take a quick break first. When we return, warm-up, pregame show, and all the rest here on Girard Sports Live.
Why settle for less than the best? Croc-Can's gigabit fiber optic internet is now available to Pittsburgh, Frontenac, and Fort Scott, and many rural areas in between. Croc-Can has the best speeds, the best reliability, the best service, the best support, and is overall the best value on all ultra-high-speed internet. If you want the best home internet connecting as many devices, all without equipment rentals, contracts, or overages, it is the time to switch to the best. It's time to switch to Croc-Can.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for more than 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Missing that human touch with your bank? Come talk to a real person at Community National Bank and Trust. We're your local bank that's small enough to know you, yet big enough to offer the best products. Community National Bank and Trust. Federally insured, locally awesome. Member FDIC.
Since 1918, GN Bank has been the heart of our community. Big enough to meet all your banking needs, but small enough to offer that personal touch you deserve. From agricultural loans to home mortgages, GN Bank has the expertise, products, and service to help you thrive. With a pledge to treat others ethically, be adaptable, focus on customers, and invest in the communities they serve, GN Bank is committed to your success. The best place to bank and borrow, GN Bank, where community banking truly comes first. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
And tries to make something out of nothing. The Trojans all over him. It's going to be a big loss on the play.
A Trojan sack means $1 short stacks at Eastside Cafe. Kick off your day with a hearty breakfast or take that midday break at Eastside Cafe. And this fall, when the Trojans get a sack, you get $1 short stacks the next day. Eastside Cafe, a favorite of the 4 states winner. Go Trojans from Eastside Cafe.
Welcome back, everybody, to Girard Sports Live. I'm Daryl McLeod, joined alongside by Sarah Goebel, and we got senior night here in Ted R. Taylor Gymnasium. Girard Sports Live, of course, is brought to you by Croc-Can, your community technology partner. Don't get bit by slow speeds and high prices. Get Gigabit, the fastest internet in Southeast Kansas with Croc-Can. To learn more, go to ruralfiber.org or see everything Croc-Can has to offer at ckt.net. Before we get into the pregame show here, just once again would like to say that it is senior night, and of course a lot of emotions in the building. Just a duel against Southeast tonight. One game, best of 5 to see who'll go home as winners. For Southeast, it'd be a big deal to take down Girard, especially on their senior night. And no time to do it quite like senior night, as of course there's a lot of distraction, a lot going on. But for Girard, needing to get out of here with a win, probably picked as the favorites, but still need to make sure you take care of business. We'll roll right into the pregame show, which is brought to you by Community National Bank and Trust, serving the area for over 30 years. Stop in soon to pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. Community National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Girard schools. Learn more online at mybankcnb.com. Well, Sarah, we got a nice little matchup here between Southeast and Girard. We saw the C game play in front of our eyes. We saw the JV game play in front of our eyes. Girard was able to take home both of those, they took home the JV one, did not take home the C one.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. JV came out, had a nice little performance there. We see some of those players out there on the opposite court getting ready to play. Main one, and the only one I think actually being Emily Hanks, who you mentioned might play on your club volleyball team.
Yeah, Emily Hanks, if you're listening right now, contact Heather Fink. I would really like you to play on the Inferno club team and work with you. Thank you.
There you have it. If she's listening right now, which unfortunately I don't believe she is.
Well, if you're listening in the future.
Exactly. Well, you kind of already gave us a rundown of how regionals is going to look, but if you could one more time, just so I can understand it a little better, talk us through how regionals is going to work, especially for the Girard Trojans.
So I'm going to say how I understood it from...
and understand it. I get you.
From Coach Jackson.
Yeah.
So on Monday, October 21st is the first round of Keisha Regionals. So during this round, you'll play one game. Of course, if you win, you go on. But this takes out the bottom 8 teams, allowing those who win to go on and play October 26th. In the past, they've done it a tournament style. So you have a really big long day where you play bracket play. You don't even play bracket play. You just get matched up. If you lose, you're out. But that tournament normally ends at like 5, 6, 7, maybe even 9 o'clock at night. So it's just a really long day. So breaking it up allows for one game to be played on Monday, all the lower seeds to get knocked out or win an upset, you know. Who knows? Sub-state's a crazy time to be there. And then Saturday, you'll play 2 games, winner take all. And then this year, it's different. 2 teams from our region, the top 2 teams, will go on to state.
That's interesting. So a chance for the Trojans to go on to state even if they don't win at all.
Yes, and I was talking to Coach Jackson. She fully expects this Trojan team and maybe Frontenac or Galena. Those are the 2 runners because I believe those 2 are tied for second right now in the tournament.
Yeah, whenever, that was obviously the first game we did for Girard Sports Live. We played against Galena here. It was a duel. Girard was able to take care of business there. They did end up defeating Galena. I remember Coach Jackson wasn't too happy with the win, even though it was a fairly dominant win.
Yes.
But wasn't very happy with how the team played. And, you know, you're not happy during the regular season because when you end up facing those teams later on, you want to make sure you're clean, composed, and able to win with class. And so hopefully having that sort of frustration with how you win will lead to a much cleaner postseason for the Girard team.
Absolutely, and also seeing teams like fresh in the season is a completely different team than when you see later in the season because they get more scrappy, they start meshing well, they start playing well as a team, and it's just a completely different team. You don't know what to expect.
That's exactly right, and you know, they may have beat Frontenac earlier in the season, they may have beat Galena earlier in the season, they may have beat any of these teams, all of them, for as a matter of fact, but
it doesn't matter.
It does not matter at all. Once you get to the postseason, it's a different game, new season. You can't even think about those past games you played. All you got to do is go in and play your game and hope that it sticks.
I know we preached about it one other game. Games that are tough to play, like Galena or, you know, playing Frontenac, you learn from those games in the regular season. It's not, yes, it's nice to be CNC champs. Congratulations, girls. CNC champs, that's well-deserved. But overall, it doesn't matter. It matters getting to state in the future.
Yeah. CNC champions, if you guys have ever been in Ted R. Taylor Gymnasium and looked up at the yellow banners that sit over the gym and look over everything, you can see them there on the top right-hand corner of your screen. A lot of those banners say CNC champions, yet we only have 3 banners that say state champions. So it's more important, obviously, to make that final run. It's nice. You get bragging rights. You get to have that up there for as long as you live. But at the same time, it's not the final goal. That final goal is holding that state trophy high over all of 3A.
And I don't want to jinx them, but I believe full-heartedly that this Trojan team has the ability to go that far. Having 5 seniors and having Erica Boatman and Maddie Kester and Megan Bennett, you know, this team is going to go far.
They have all the pieces, just about playing them right.
Yep.
Well, we'll take a quick break. When we return, more warm-up to come, and just about ready for the opening tip here on Girard Sports Live.
From the phone call to the service call, Roto-Rooter is there with fast and reliable sewer and drain service. From repair and replacement to septic and grease trap pumping, Roto-Rooter is here for you. With video inspections, Roto-Rooter can identify the exact issue to get the repair done quickly and correctly. Complete sewer line repairs or replacements, Roto-Rooter has you covered. Serving Crawford, Bourbon, and Cherokee counties, Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630.
If you're in the market to buy or sell a house, land, or commercial space, look no further than Lehman Realty. Locally owned and operated, Jason Lehman and his staff are ready to meet the needs of every client. When it comes to your listing, you can trust that Lehman Realty will take the time to get to know you and your property. Lehman Realty is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Learn more at www.lehmanrealty.net or call Jason at 620-724-8020.
The first one here is a 2017 Ford Focus with only 21,000 miles. That one's not for sale though. I'm going to probably keep that one. Hi, my name's Eddie. 2016 Chevy Malibu with only 13,000 miles, but I might hang on to that one too. So let me show you the next one. Ford F-150, but that one's going to stay with me too. So let's go down to the next one here. Hi, I'm Eddie. 2017 F-150, so we have 3 of them. I could probably let that one go. Hi, my name's Eddie. 2015 Ford Transit Cargo. I'm going to keep that one because I have to move here soon. But the rest of them, you're welcome to come out and look at. And I think you'd like a lot of them. We appreciate your business.
Unbelievable amount of devastation. I've never seen anything like it.
We had a beautiful barn that was gone in 20 minutes.
Farm Bureau stepped up right away and said, hey, we got you and we'll be there for you.
We were taken care of. Now we could get on to repairing and rebuilding.
I tell everybody about Farm Bureau.
We're fortunate to say we have good coverage with good people doing it.
Contact Judd, Lori, Lisa, or Amber in Girard for all your insurance needs.
Hello, Four States. This is Jay Hatfield with Jay Hatfield Motorsports. We've been serving the Four States area with motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides, plus offering you parts and service since 2005. We have 2 convenient locations, Pittsburgh and Joplin, selling quality brands such as Polaris, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Can-Am, and Suzuki. Jay Hatfield has a huge inventory available for immediate delivery. We offer financing options and an extensive selection of accessories. Most important, we're making deals. Come in and get your fun started today at Jay Hatfield Motorsports in Pittsburgh or Joplin.
Welcome back to the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show here on Girard Sports Live. Sarah and I looked around the league while we were waiting on everything to get done over there on the break. Got some games coming up, or some that have already been played. Some of those key opponents around the league. Frontenac facing off against Baxter Springs tomorrow night, 5 p.m. Be an interesting one to see. I imagine Frontenac will take that one home. They should have the advantage over Baxter, but as an old traveler to Baxter, used to go there every Friday for the games. I'd like to see the Lions perform tonight. See if a couple of those girls can pull something out and see if they can beat the Frontenac Raiders. Another game we saw, Galena facing off against the Northeast Vikings. Had to travel up to Arma. They beat them earlier today.
Yep.
Already got that win, 2-0. And then who did Columbus play, Sarah? Today, Sarah?
Columbus is playing Riverton at 5. Or Max Preps did not have it updated.
Not currently updated yet, but Columbus playing Riverton, so that's all the matchups around the league. And that is brought to you by Diskins Auto and Towing, 120 East Forest Avenue in downtown Girard. Diskins offers 24-hour towing and can repair all makes and models. To learn more, contact Diskins Auto and Towing at 620-724-8100. Well, Sarah, it's going to be a long matchup. Best of 5, of course, going up in the levels. It always plays best of 5, and Pitt State actually has a volleyball game coming up this Saturday for homecoming. That's neither here nor there, though.
They play on homecoming?
They do play on homecoming.
That's crazy.
Saturday, immediately following the football game, actually.
Oh.
Tune in to the MIAA network to hear my voice on there. How interesting. For the football game as well. Daryl McLean will be on the call. Shout out. Yeah, big deal. But Of course, ignoring all that, because we are not Pittsburgh State University. Go Gorillas, though. What do you think Girard has to do to win this game? I mean, obviously we know the generics. Play your game. Don't be bad on offense per se. It's not what I was going to say, but don't be lackluster with the ball.
So in the past couple games that we've watched, obviously stay within your game, play your game. It's really hard to keep motivated in games like these, but you got to keep pushing through, learn from this game, move on. Hopefully if the Trojans get far ahead, which hopefully they will, you get to see some new faces like Emily Hanks come in. But overall, in the past few games, they've really struggled defensively. They're either lacking to get back to their base positions. We can see that in the setter's positions, especially, not even just from the setter, which is the left back on your screen here. And just like tips, blocking-wise, block coverage, we've seen lacking that. So if the Trojans clean that up, it should be a fairly easy game.
Yeah, and you kind of touched on it a little bit, but the distractions for this game. I mean, this is a team you should beat, to not put it softly for either team. It's a team you should beat, it's a team you should take care of, and it's a team that should honestly be beaten probably 3 sets.
And those, to me, are the most scariest teams because you underestimate your opponent, and you can't do that going into games like this. You have to play with the intensity that you're playing Frontenac or Lewisburg or Fort Scott, for example. You have to go in with the mindset that you are going to play your game, you're going to play volleyball how you know how to play it. But also, you've got to expect trash to come over. Southeast is their biggest weapon, other than hitting and doing all the fundamentals with volleyball, is throwing trash over and finding all the positions and spots that the Trojans have been lacking in the past getting to on defense.
Yeah, and it's kind of interesting that you say that, but a coach is always going to preach that beforehand. This is not a team to just glance over. You got to still make sure you go out and do everything right. But as a player, it's still so hard to get motivated to play Southeast when you know that next week you're most likely going to face off against Frontenac for a chance to go to the state championship.
Yeah, absolutely. This is, like I said, this is probably one of the toughest games of the year, just mentally wise, being there, being present in the game, and not getting Coach Jackson mad at you.
Exactly,
for how you play.
It's your last game of the regular season, at least here in Girard. And it's right before regionals. Your mind is completely set on the fact that you have a chance to go to the state championship, to go to the state bracket, to go play all those tough teams that you're thinking so far in the future that you couldn't even tell anyone what the colors they are wearing right now.
Yeah.
So looking ahead like that's just dangerous, and we'll see if it has any effect on them tonight.
Hopefully it won't.
Hopefully it does not.
Hopefully they treat this game just like any other game on the road to Sub-State. State.
On the road to Sub-State, on the road to regionals, because they will be facing off against some tough teams. Hopefully they make it into that second round, and we'll be able to bring you broadcasts all week long.
Yeah, if I had to guess, I'll look it up during our break and see if the bracket's out yet or not. But I would guess that Girard is going to go in as the #1 seed. They're 27-3? No, 27-8. Actually, I don't know. I'll look it up too. But more than likely, they're going to be #1, Frontenac or Galena. It's going to be #2 because they're tied for like the CNC. I don't really know who's all in their district right now, coming out from within the 4 states in the CNC. But I'll look that up and see if I can find a bracket.
And that's always interesting too, because if it's anything like football, the districts are weird.
Yeah.
They're drawn up weird, and most likely Girard's going to end up having to travel north for one of their games. So we'll see if that's the case at all.
I think they're all here.
No, I know that. I'm saying when they get further down the road, state and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because that's how it always is for football. You get past those first 2 rounds where you're potentially at home, but then you always have to travel north. You always have to go face one of those northern teams.
Well, for volleyball state, it'll be a big tournament up in Hutchinson.
Oh, that'd be fun.
I think it's a 2 or 3 day tournament.
Hopefully they make it so we can go up there and broadcast it. That'd be fun.
I got our badges from PJ.
There we go. There we go. All right. One last break here before opening serve. When we come back from this break, we'll have just a quick look at the starting lineups, and then senior night on Girard Sports Live.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Trojan fans can find us at 408B North Grand in Pittsburgh or call 620-232-7305. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Chicken Annie's of Girard is something to crow about. Their family-style restaurant continues a Southeast Kansas tradition with their specialty, fried chicken, plus famous homemade onion rings, chicken and noodles, and so much more. And of course, their delicious homemade pies. Dine in or carry out available. Chicken Annie's of Girard has the best value, flavor, and service in the area. Stop in soon or call for catering. 620-724-4090.
Communicating with current and potential customers is a must in the world of business. Advertising is nothing more than communication and an invitation. Look no further than Norris Advertising, offering a wide variety of services from billboards, radio across the 4 states, and digital ad services like ZTV, YouTube, geofencing, streaming, and more beyond the local view. Looking to upgrade your storefront? Norris Advertising is your go-to for local digital sign sales. Norris Advertising. Get your ads to work.
From the football field to the bean field, the right equipment can make all the difference. Gear up for harvest, expand your fleet, or grow your business with Tyler Jackman at Big Iron Auctions. Tyler can improve your operation conveniently, efficiently, and effectively. And if you're selling one piece or the whole operation, Big Iron can connect you with over 750,000 registered bidders. Buying or selling, go big. Big Iron Auctions. Call Tyler Jackman at 620-404-8115. BigIronAuctions.com.
Welcome back to Girard Sports Live. Shout out to one Mr. Clevenger for sending over the bracket, sending over the information.
Yeah, coming in clutch again. So with Mr. Clevenger's discovery, we discovered that Girard is playing Columbus in the first round. And then
Pomona West Franklin High School.
Is this year's?
Should be.
Then why does it have Girard playing Iola?
These are the seedings right now.
Oh, what they would predict.
Yes.
Okay.
Either way, they have Pomona West Franklin playing Iola in the setup right now. Haven't released the official bracket, but that's how the seeding goes. If we take a look at the seeding overall, Girard comes in at that 1 seed, Frontenac's the 2 seed, and Riverton is the 3 seed with 26 wins just behind Frontenac. Frontenac must have the win advantage over them.
Yeah, they have less losses than Riverton.
Yeah, and then Galena coming in right after them. So a lot of CNC teams keeping up.
Thank you.
And helping out the home. Got to support your Southeast Kansas schools, of course.
Woo!
Take a quick look at some starting lineups. For Southeast, looks like on the floor, they're going to have number 10, Natalie Wells, a 5'9" senior. They're going to have number 8, Bailey Logan, a 5'9" sophomore. Over in the bottom right corner, it's going to be number 5, Hannah Collins, a 5'4" sophomore. In the front line, going to be number 7, Elise White, 5'5" senior. I saw her playing the setter role earlier. Coming in at libero is going to be number 1, Bella Tavernaro, a 5'4" senior as well. And then number 9, Charlie Gideon. And number 11, Tegan Warner, going to round out that starting 5. For the Trojans, of course, in the front line is going to be Erica Boatman, Rachel Bennett, and Mega Bennett. The wall of Bennett holding strongly. Maddie Kester, who just got a little bit too early on that one. Playing that back row with Lindsey Bryant. And then, of course, in the rotation, Gracie Murphy, the one and only setter, because they run a 5-1. This one's passed forward and hit down hard. Gracie's there. Lindsay's going to pass it forward. Boatman does a little swinging tip, doesn't quite find the mark. This time it's set over middle. Nice little save by Murphy once more. Boatman has to eat it, pass over. White sets over. They're attacking Murphy in that back row, not letting her set up at all. Bennett can't hit it over. Some early mistakes for the Trojans.
Yeah, with having Lindsey Bryant taking second ball, because Gracie Murphy obviously takes that hard hit, you have to have your hitters go behind whoever is setting you. That way they're able to attack the ball correctly and not have a free ball.
This one's hit hard.
Yeah, Erica Boatman, beautiful job on the right side just to close things down and start over for Girard. Looking to get their first lead here of the game.
Boatman will be the one to serve. Serves it left. White challenges Bennett. And that one gets set to no one on the southeast side. Early mistake makes it 2-2.
Great job by Rachel Bennett up there. Just being a massive presence at the line, just giving it right back. No mercy.
Boatman serves over. White sets up this time. It's set into the back corner by Gideon. Now Murphy to Kester. Finds the hole in the zone. Scores a point for the Trojans.
Yeah, taking advantage of not having Southeast's block closed. It hasn't been closed once tonight.
Boatman once again will be back to serve. She serves left side. Pass forward. White will set up back to Wells. Wells tips. Boatman gets there in time, and it's blocked down by the wall of Bennett.
Just a beautiful job by Rachel to read that push over.
Boatman serves. Nice little play there by Southeast to let it go.
Yep, her float serve just got a little bit floaty on that and just kind of trailed out of bounds. Oh, Rachel Bennett hits it out of bounds, but perfectly to a Southeast player who is out of bounds. That's hard to do if I don't
exactly how you
so.
draw it up.
She was planning that the whole time.
Exactly. She serves over. White sets up cross court. Hit down and blocked. But it will go out of bounds on our side.
Yeah, nothing you could do about that. That was a good block. Just didn't go the way that you wanted it. Way to press and get that block closed. Girard is doing a great job exploiting all of their hitting options, not only using the back row whenever the passes aren't perfect, not saying that that pass wasn't perfect, but, you know, just using all of their hitters, and Gracie Murphy doing a good job of knowing who is on and who's off right now.
Bryant passes over to Kester. East possession goes for the back right corner. This one, White sets up. It'll be a back row hit. Set forward. Bryant's there. Murphy sets over to Kester. Her turn. Hits for the back corner. Slides off of Lancer hands and goes out of bounds.
Great cut by Maddie. She just turned her thumb down. Sorry, I had to think about it for a second. And just hits that corner so well.
And now, Bennett sets away. This one's passed over. Murphy, she'll set up to McGowan. McGowan hits it hard off the blocker's hands.
Great job by Elena right there using the block. That's going to be one of the keys of the game, is to be smart with the ball and have purpose of where you're hitting, how to use your block, how to use your opponent to your advantage.
There's going to be a timeout on the floor. We'll take one with them. You're watching Trojan Volleyball on Girard Sports Live. Welcome back to Girard Sports Live. Lancers couldn't get a hold of that one, and Girard scores a point. 9-4 is our total as Megan Bennett gets back to the serving stripe. She'll send it over for the Trojans as they now hold a 5-point lead after a shaky start. Pass forward to White. White, she'll set up. It's hit down by Collins, and they'll score a point off the kill for her.
Yeah, Atlanta doing a great job trying to reach over and cover where that ball is going to go right over Gracie Murphy's hands. She's just doing not as much pressing as she can because of that, if that makes sense at all.
Sure. Sure does. Well, it'll be Wells. How about that? Who's back to serve. She sends it away for the Lancers. David to Murphy, over to Kester. Kester tries to get over the blocker's hands, but it's nicely tipped. This one's hit over to White. She'll take her turn. Finds a hole in the zone.
Yeah, that donut. Whoa. Sorry. That donut is one of the biggest weaknesses for Girard. It's even in JV, as we were watching, you could see hesitation, not everyone knowing whose ball that is.
Kester hits the tee and will score on it. Girard's the first to reach double digits. 10-6 is ours total.
Yep. Great off speed by Maddie, just looking to get the point there, knowing who to target on the Lancers side and knowing what's going to get Girard a point.
Kester will be back at the stripe now. She sends away. Kind of just hits weirdly off White's hands and falls flat to the ground in front of her.
Yeah, she had her hands a little too far apart receiving that ball, and that's why it just went right through, and she didn't really go up. She went out.
Kester once more. She sends left side. White tries to pass it forward. They're just going to have deep possession and send it over. Forward to Murphy. Murphy over to Boatman. Hits hard off the blocker's line, and it goes out of the reach of any of the Lancers. Girard leads by double the Lancer points.
Yeah, the Lancers are leaving line wide open. So if the set is there, both outside, Maddie Kester and Erica Boatman need to swing line.
Kester hits that serve. That one a nice little save by Wells. McGowan's turn. Does not fall. Wells goes for that back corner, but Bryant's there, gets the save. She gets back into play as well. This one's going to be tough to send over, but they will. Kester forward to Murphy. Over to Boatman. Her turn. Hits hard.
Yeah.
And Rachel Bennett's fired up over on the bench.
Again, using line and attacking line until they adjust. Then you have, and when they adjust, you'll have cross open, which is even better. But keep hitting a line. It's being successful. It's keeping momentum going.
Kester awkwardly hit forward, but it is received. Now McGowan once again off the blocker's hands. Tarvanaro can't receive it. That makes it 14-6. Trojans lead by 8.
So the Lancers right there in the middle are having their double block coming from the left side, or their outside is coming in to help double block there. So Elena essentially has the libero scoot up, so this back corner is open if she wants to swing this way or tip it too. McGowan to Murphy, over to Boatman. Boatman hard hit, stays on the Trojan side, but it's a nice hustle play by Kester and McGowan, and it falls on the line. A little free ball kill, never hurt anybody. What a way to score a point, whatever works, I suppose. Yeah, that was a very smart placed ball. You know, we always talk about how great kills are and how great aces are, and blocks as well, but being smart with the ball gets you the most points. Tipping, free balls strategically placed really helps. David forward to Murphy. Boatman slides to the left and hits it. Now White passes over. It's tipped, but Murphy's there. David to Boatman. A nice hit. That had some good movement on it and falls straight in front of the Lancers, and it'll cause them to take a timeout. Coach White wants to talk things over with her Lancers. We'll take a quick break with them. You're watching Trojan Volleyball here on Girard Sports Live.
From the phone call to the service call, Roto-Rooter is there with fast and reliable sewer and drain service. From repair and replacement to septic and grease trap pumping, Roto-Rooter is here for you. With video inspections, Roto-Rooter can identify the exact issue to get the repair done quickly and correctly. Complete sewer line repairs or replacements, Roto-Rooter has you covered. Serving Crawford, Bourbon, and Cherokee counties, Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630.
Welcome back to Girard Sports Live. 16-6 here in the first set. Maddie Kester set to serve away. She sends it towards the Lancer side. It's passed up by Warner. Saved on that side by Sutton. And the Trojans have advantage. Hit hard by Erica Boatman. No chance for any of the Lancers.
Keep feeding her. She is a force to be reckoned with tonight. Keep feeding her until she gets stopped, which hopefully she won't tonight.
Kester now. Serve short, little knuckleball serve. This one is set up to Sutton. And Boatman just lets it fall right in front of her. Hit the other side of that candy cane there. No reason to even try and play it. 12-point lead, number 12, Maddie Kester sends away. Pass forward by Tavernaro. Tipped up there, and it's going to be unable to be received. Collins gets another kill to her name.
Yep, like I said, that donut is one of the biggest killers for the Trojans. Really got to talk about it, see whose ball that is, get it figured out before sub-state.
Murphy over to Boatman. Hit hard. Blocked at the front line. Murphy to Boatman. Tips down the tee. Collins is there, but can't get it over the net. It's another point for the Trojans. They're close to 20.
Yeah, very smart on Erica Boatman's part to go ahead and tip that to that tee. It's wide open. If I were Gracie Murphy in that situation where everything's clustered on one side, I'd go ahead and dump it over my back right to that tee. Oh my God, did he see that?
Spider senses, that was great. If anyone was wondering, because you can't see it on the camera, Sarah just caught that ball as it was coming straight at us. She was talking too, just bam, just right there. Absolutely perfect. But it's an ace for Lindsey Bryant. She sends over now. This one's set up by White. It's pretty funny, Leah. This one's passed forward. Wells sets it over to Collins. Blocked down by the wall of Bennett. Lancers receive. Boatman passes over to Murphy. She wants it back, but it'll be Bennett instead. Goes for the tip, but Collins is there. Wells goes for the quick dump. Bryant forward to Murphy, over to Boatman. Boatman slides it down the line. David to Murphy. Once again, Bennett hits hard off the blocker's hands.
Yeah, Rachel Bennett and Gracie Murphy not able to connect on that three. The set was just pushed a little too far, but able to get the job done the second time around.
A nice little ace there for Lindsey Bryant.
Yeah, beautiful floater. Just died right in front of the Lancer defender or passer.
This might be a bad time right now. Sorry about the people. The crowd mic is acting weird on me.
Yeah, nothing you could do about that hit. Just right over Gracie Murphy's hands. Just get her some listener shoes to, get up more, I guess.
She needs those shoes that you could pump up with air.
Yeah, the Nikes.
Yeah. Quick dump by Gracie Murphy, and it's a great play. Basically gets tackled by Bennett in excitement.
Hey, I mentioned that play earlier. I think she was listening to me.
Could have been.
I love a good setter dump, though.
The other Bennett returns to the floor now. The full wall of Bennett stands in the front line with Erica Boatman in the back line. Gracie Murphy, Lindsey Bryant, and Maddie Kester. Forward to Wells. She was toeing the line, but she would have been ruled out of bounds. Crosses that underneath line. 24-8. One more point needed for the set.
Yeah, Lancer Center doing everything she can to save that ball from being drilled right back down by Rachel Bennett.
Murphy. Pass forward. Wells comes out of nowhere to save it. Hit down the line. Bryant forward to Murphy. Murphy goes to Bennett. But the Lancers do a good job to scramble. Murphy over to Boatman. But it's blocked at the front line. Murphy this time to the other Bennett. And it'll be hit down by the Lancers.
Yeah, that ball was just a little too far in front of her. She wasn't really able to get underneath it and tip it over, per se. That's why it just kind of died right in front of her.
White sends over. Murphy does a little dump. And Gracie Murphy sets off the set in style. Seems to have impressed Coach Jackson as well. 25-9 the final score. Trojans take set number 1 in stunning fashion. We'll take a quick break. When we return, set number 2 and more Girard volleyball on senior night for Girard Sports Live.
Since 1918, GN Bank has been the heart of our community. Big enough to meet all your banking needs, but small enough to offer that personal touch you deserve. From agricultural loans to home mortgages, GN Bank has the expertise, products, and service to help you thrive. With a pledge to treat others ethically, be adaptable, focus on customers, and invest in the communities they serve, GN Bank is committed to your success. The best place to bank and borrow, GN Bank, where community banking truly comes first. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Selling equipment can be a hassle. Whether you're needing to replace an old tractor or you're finally getting to retire, the time and energy needed to clean, prep, promote, and sell seems daunting. That's why you need Tyler Jackman and Big Iron Auctions. From one piece to the whole farm, Big Iron Auctions can deliver your items to more than 750,000 registered bidders. Call Tyler Jackman at 620-404-8115 or learn more at BigIronAuctions.com. It's a bird.
It's a plane.
It's Chicken Annie's Girard. When you're facing a chicken emergency, there's only one hero. Catering and carry out from Chicken Annie's Girard. When an onion ring craving is too much to bear, when the family's coming over and you weren't aware, it's Chicken Annie's Girard to the rescue. When there's 20, 30, 100 to feed, you need Chicken Annie's Girard indeed. A heroic value, superb flavor. When there's a chicken emergency, there's only one hero. Chicken Annie's Girard.
If you're in the market to buy or sell a house, land, or commercial space, look no further than Lehman Realty. Locally owned and operated, Jason Lehman and his staff are ready to meet the needs of every client. When it comes to your listing, you can trust that Lehman Realty will take the time to get to know you and your property. Lehman Realty is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Learn more at www.lehmanrealty.net or call Jason at 620-724-8020.
Welcome back to Girard Sports Live. On the floor for the Lancers, once again, going to be number 5, Hannah Collins, who's set back to serve. Number 8, Braylon Sutton. Alongside her is going to be number 10, Natalie Wells. In the front row, going to be number 11, Tegan Warner. Number 9, Charlie Gideon. And number 7, Elise White. For the Trojans, of course, going to be Rachel Bennett, who just tipped that ball. Gracie Murphy, who set up that ball for her. And Boatman, who just had that tipped off her hands. In the back row is going to be Maddie Kester, Lindsey Bryant, and Kaylee David to try and play some good defense. Those starting lineups are brought to you by the Jagged Edge. Trojans will start this game in style, but nowhere near the level of style you'll find at the Jagged Edge. Stylist Carla Sands will have you looking your best for your next big game. Make an appointment soon by calling 620-724-7500. This one set forward to Bennett, hit hard off the hands of the blocker. But no one's able to get there in time, makes it 1-1.
Yeah, just a great combination, great rally right there. You could see how hard Southeast is hustling right now, trying to just get the ball over and without letting it hit the ground.
This one's passed over. Wells has to hit over. Kester forward to Murphy. Murphy over to Boatman. Tries to tip it. And they're going to say she crossed the line.
Yeah, nothing you could do, I mean, other than stay out of the net, but that set was just too tight. Nothing Erica could do other than just try to get it over and stay out of the net.
Got to drag the toe. Got to have good balance. Boatman hits hard. Redeems herself immediately. Both Murphy and Boatman. Perfect set, perfect hit. Right down the line. Tie ball game.
Yeah, beautiful cross court just to hit this corner right here. It's open all day long.
Boatman to Wells. ACE, that's an ace for Erica Boatman. Girard Trojans take the lead. Boatman now. Serves down the left side, attacking Wells once more. White sets up middle. And Warner finds the right spot. Ties us back up at 3.
Yep, that donut. With the serves that the Trojans are sending over, I noticed this earlier, it seems that they're attacking this left back side. I don't know if that's something they saw on film, but it seems to be working.
I would imagine it's something that Coach Jackson has identified as well as with players, as Murphy seems to be setting that way as well. Bryant over to Kester. She'll hit cross court, but Collins is there. White sets over to Warner.
Beautiful.
Nice little dig by Bryant, and then Kester finds the donut. Bennett fired up in this matchup.
I'm sorry, but that was the play of the game. That was a beautiful up by Lindsey Bryant, just giving it all on her line just to get that ball up.
Bennett serves over. Collins forward to White. Blocks at the line, goes down. McGowan falls on the Trojan side, ties us up at 4.
Yeah, that block was just a little too far off the net. If it would have been like a hair or two closer, the ball would have went straight down and been a beautiful block.
Kester, awkward little pass there. Little miscommunication between Bryant and Kester. Southeast takes back the lead by 1. It'll be Warner who's back to serve. Murphy to Kester. She looked like she was floating on that one. Ties us all up at 5.
Yeah, beautiful hang time. That set was just a little high. Maddie doing everything she can just to get the ball down and hang in the air.
Get her some air Kesters. Bennett didn't like what the coach said to her. Tried to hit that serve right at her.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, she was out of bounds.
Revenge.
Looks like Wells is going to enter the matchup, and she'll go back to serve for the Lancers. Wells serves short. David's there. Murphy to McGowan. McGowan, sneaky little tip, sneaky little point, tied up at 6.
Yeah, even if that, you could see that libero is starting to creep up. She knows that that's where the Trojans are going to go. But with that, this back left corner is open too, so that's another option that the Trojans have in their to use.
The pass from Tavanaro goes into the scores table out of the reach of the Lancers.
Yep.
Trojans take back the lead, and now Kester will be back to serve.
She didn't stick her platform. She kind of swung with it, and that's why the ball went that way.
White forward to Wells, to Collins. Kester's there to pass forward. Murphy over to Boatman. Boatman hits hard off the blocker's hands. I think Kester knows that one probably would have been out. Still made the attempt.
Good effort on her part. If you're not sure, you might as well go for it.
The only thing worse than going for one that's out of bounds is not going for one that's in bounds.
Yep.
This one's served short. Kester to Murphy. Over to Bryant. She'll pass over. White to Wells. Back to White. Kester passes. Goes awkwardly off her hands. Bryant can't get to it. Makes it 7-8. Lancers sticking in this one, putting up a lot better performance than they did in the last set.
I know Coach Jackson's models is one and done. If you can't get it at one and done, Get it in 2. And that's it.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Yeah.
So, for example, like the first ball, they get the point. Okay? So they're serving, they get another point, that's 1. The next point, that's 2. You're trying to limit them less points. Does that make any sense, or do I need to explain
No, it doesn't make any sense at all.
Okay. So 2 given up points.
That makes more sense.
There we go.
Boatman, nice little set, keeps it inside the candy cane. Bryant's there, passes forward to Murphy. To McGowan this time, hits hard, and probably was going to go over the back line, but Sutton couldn't resist. Trojans back within 1.
Yep. I mean, you got to take it where you can to get the ball back and get momentum going. That's what the Trojans really need right now. Forget about those errors in the last couple points. Get it back, get the momentum back where it was in the first set.
Murphy up to Bennett. Bennett goes for the tip. Not going to fall. Kester forward to Murphy. Murphy over to Boatman. Boatman hits hard. Blocked at the line. Murphy once again. Bennett gets another try. Tries to find the tee with the tip. Does not. And the Lancers have more points than they did in the last set, and they lead over the Trojans.
Good idea by Rachel Bennett trying to attack that side, but with all of that junk going on, you got to recognize that everything is going on the right side of your guys' screen. Might as well try to tip on this side because everyone's clustered over there.
Hit hard. The pass goes awkwardly off Bryant's hands. David can't get to it. We'll see a timeout from Coach Jackson. Wants to talk things over. We'll take a timeout with her if you're watching Trojan Volleyball on Girard Sports Live.
When it comes to your health care, you have a choice. Choose to stay local. Choose Girard Medical Center. For over 100 years, Girard Medical Center has been a part of the community, and they work every day to meet the healthcare needs of those they serve. With 6 locations in Southeast Kansas and an ever-expanding list of inpatient and outpatient services, you just don't have to travel anymore to get quality cutting-edge care, including many services you won't find elsewhere. Proud to serve Girard and the surrounding area. Learn more at girardmedicalcenter.com.
Welcome back to Girard Sports Live. 11-8 our score. Lancers in control of the second set. Girard took the first set 25-9. Lancers already scored 2 more points than they did in that first set, and the Trojans have only scored 8. Hopefully that timeout can kind of rein it in, make sure everyone is where they're supposed to be at. David passes forward to Murphy, over to Boatman. Boatman hits hard, but it will go over the blue line. Makes it 12-8.
Yeah, Erica just didn't snap on that one. She wasn't able to get on top of the ball. Which meant that her ball went out.
Kester to Murphy. Boatman goes for the tip, and it's out of the reach of Sutton. Trojans trying to crawl back into it.
Doing a good job to recognize that maybe hitting's not working and that we need to get the ball back. So let's try something else. Let's mix it up. Let's tip. Let's roll shot it. Let's just try to get the point somewhere. Erica doing a great job of that.
Murphy, she'll serve right at Sutton. Pass forward to Wells. It's it over to Warner. Now Bryant passed up. Kester has to retreat from that possession. Blocked down by Bennett and Boatman. And the Trojans are at double digits.
Rich doing a great job, again, being that present on the net and just swiping the ball down, not allowing Southeast to be able to pick it up again.
Murphy sends over. Awkward pass. Tavernaro needs to, just kind of had a rough game so far. Just can't seem to get in the right position for any of these balls. But in the perfect position where the 2 blockers there for Southeast block it straight at the point. Boatman's hit goes way out of Girard reach. Makes it 13-10.
Yeah, that was just a really good block. It just kind of ricocheted off into no man's land right there. Nothing you can really do.
Kester to Murphy, over to Bennett. Bennett swings at it. awkward shot. Makes it 14-10. Lancers have silenced this senior night crowd. Bennett forward to Murphy, goes for the dump. Senior leader trying to get her team back into it, but it won't work on this play. She sets up for Bennett this time. Bennett goes for the hole, doesn't find it. Now over to Boatman. Boatman goes cross court. Warner's there. White sets up for Wells, hit hard. Bryant with a nice little dig. Murphy forward to Kester, hit hard. Tavernaro's there. Warner forward to Wells. Wells tips. Kester able to save it. Murphy over to Bennett. Awkward tip for Bennett. Walla Bennett gets a hand on it. Murphy over to Boatman. Hit hard. But the Lancers rally. Boatman goes for the tip. They're flying around. Murphy. Bennett tries to hit the tee, but it's a nice diving play by Tavernaro. This volley's going forever. Boatman tries to hit down the line. Now White goes for the quick dump, but Kester is there. Two teams throwing haymakers back and forth. Bennett hits hard, but Warner sets up, and it's tipped to the back corner. What a victory on that volley for the Lancers. Back and forth and back.
Yeah, Lancers just playing smart, playing scrappy, trying to keep up with the Trojans, trying to make the Trojans make the mistakes. And you see there, not getting back to our defensive positions really killed us. And personally, Daryl, after rallies like that, I think there should be a mandatory timeout.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I think everyone on that southeast side was kind of looking at each other like, hey, let's slow things down a little bit.
That would be the one rule I'd put into volleyball. If I could
Mandatory timeouts. Where's the media timeouts? When are they going to put those in high school football? Hit hard. Bryant digs. Murphy. Bryant gets her chance at it. White hits, but it does hit the candy cane. That'll award the Trojans a point. That student section is starting to come alive a little bit. Football players in the crowd, of course. They've got senior night coming up in 2 weeks, but this Friday first, they'll be at Prairie View. We'll have the coverage on that. Now I actually get to be there as I have returned from our nation's capital. Murphy over to Kester, hit hard to the middle. She'll get the Trojans back.
Even getting hitting the ball off the hand of the block is so hard to read for the back row. And then it's such a good job done by Maddie Kester. Even Erica Boatman does a really good job of using the block to her advantage, even if it's not like super hard, just a little bit of misdirection on that ball. Like we just saw, helps the Trojans.
16-13 after the missed serve. Hit way short. Cannot be how you draw it up, but hey, whatever works, works.
Yep. Honestly, that ball probably should have been front row ball.
Another short hit ball, but Bennett's ready for it this time. Murphy has to hit Bryant out of the way. White sets up for Warner. She'll find the donut. Makes it 18-13. Coach Jackson forced to call another timeout. We'll take one with them. Trojans trail by 5 on Girard Sports Live.
If you're in the market to buy or sell a house, land, or commercial space, look no further than Lehman Realty. Locally owned and operated, Jason Lehman and his staff are ready to meet the needs of every client. When it comes to your listing, you can trust that Lehman Realty will take the time to get to know you and your property. Lehman Realty is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Learn more at www.lehmanrealty.net or call Jason at 620-724-8020.
Welcome back. Lancers lead by 5. Trojans took the first set, but find themselves trailing to the Lancers as Southeast is trying to push themselves to get a win over the Trojans and spoil senior night. Bryant forward to Murphy. Murphy back sets to Bennett. She has to swing back to hit it. This one set up for Sutton. Has to ditch possession and hit it over. Kessler has her chance. Hits cross court. Smartly placed ball. Rewards a point for the Trojans.
Great job by both hitters right there, really adjusting to the set and making plays happen when it counts.
Rachel Bennett serves away. Sutton forward to White. White sets back up to Sutton. Hit down by McGowan. Passed around. Bennett gets clotheslined. As she pops back up and is fine. Hit forward. Tipped. No one's there. Key mistakes have resulted in a 5-point lead for the Lancers.
Yep, got to play defense first there. We've seen it multiple times coming out of the donut. Defense, defense, defense.
Kester forward to Murphy, back to Kester. I imagine they'll rely on her here. Coming down the stretch. McGowan hits hard. Murphy saves. Boatman over to Kester. Blocked forward, and Kester gets it and rolls down the back.
A little bit of luck there, but great job by Erica Boatman stepping up and moving the ball. So many times we see where the ball just gets stuck on one side of the court. Yes, I know that that's may or may not be where your best hitter in the rotation is, but you've got to trust your other hitters and move the ball around.
All right, they're going to say it hit the floor. Bryant did not get there in time to dig it. And the Lancers will reach 20. Wells serves away. Boatman forward to Murphy. Murphy over to Kester. Kester hits hard. Passed up. Wells back over to Collins. Collins hit. Goes off the net and high. Now Murphy over to Kester. This one's hit hard and well. Scores a point for the Lancers. They're 4 away from set 2 victory.
You know, we see this a lot with the Trojan team. The first set's great and dandy. And then the second set, that's where they start to go downhill on the roller coaster.
Hit hard and out of bounds by Wells. Trojans need a good rally here to get back into this one. Kester's there. Murphy sets up. Now Boatman hits hard off the net. Some silly mistakes like that. And the Lancers are 3 away from victory.
Yeah, as a hitter right now, I would be thinking, okay, let's play aggressive, but let's play smart with the ball. Let's start finding holes. This left back right here is open. You know, your tees, they've been successful so far, but they're starting not to be as successful. Using the block just like that. Start getting points and start coming back slowly, 1 point at a time. You know, 8 before 3.
Murphy over to Boatman. Boatman tips. Collins can't get to it. 22-18.
Yep, their donut is open right here on this Trojan head. They don't have anyone covering that because number 11 is going up to cover that T right there, and the left 2 are going, or the right back 2 are moving to the line.
Gideon hits straight into the net. Trojans crawling their way back, but first, a timeout by Coach White. We'll take it with them. 22-19 our score on Girard Sports Live.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, The professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Trojan fans can find us at 408B North Grand in Pittsburgh or call 620-232-7305. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Welcome back. Trojans crawling their way back into it, but they trail by 3. Lindsey Bryant's back to serve. Bryant sends it away. Wells sets up for Collins. Collins to Murphy. Murphy to Kester. Kester over to Boatman. Boatman finds the hole and it ping-pongs around, but will fall. Trojans reach 20 points.
Yeah, you can see that. Even that off speed. Beautiful job. It gets the defense caught in their shoes and they're in the mud, stuck in the mud. There we go. And able to get the Trojans a point right there.
Wells passes back to White. Murphy's there. Kester forward to Boatman. Boatman hits. Collins passes it up. Back row hit for Warner. Lands in front of David. 23-20.
Yeah, just a little bit of a miss hit right there, but unfortunately for the Trojans, it went for the Southeast that time.
Bennett goes back corner. Smartly played. Collins could not get to it.
I just want to say Gracie Murphy did a great job right there turning into the net. That way she wouldn't fall into the net and staying out.
Murphy serves. Sutton forward to Wells. Wells sets it up. Gideon has a shot, but is blocked by the wall of Bennett. Draws the Trojans back within 1.
Just beautiful block, beautiful setup by Megan Bennett right there, able to have Rachel come and close it.
And Boatman draws the tee up. Ties us all up at 23, and we'll get a timeout from Southeast. We'll take it with them. You're watching Trojan Volleyball here on Girard Sports Live.
You've enjoyed life. Over the years, your community has become your passion, something you hope future generations get to experience, just as you have. That's why the Girard Area Community Foundation has worked hard to help fulfill charitable goals and inspire generosity, meeting the needs of the communities they serve. Creating a legacy fund with GACF ensures what you leave behind is an effective and lasting improvement in the community you love so dearly. Make plans to visit GirardAreaFoundation.com, preserving traditions for those who follow.
Welcome back. We're right into the action. Southeast hits hard and out of bounds. Trojans set point.
Incredible comeback right here for the Trojans. Knock on wood. Don't want to jinx them. But they're doing a great job at making Southeast make their own errors and finding like little holes within the Southeast defense, playing smart for where they're hitting.
Miss hit by the Lancers, and the Trojans complete the comeback 25-23. Lancers leading by 5 at most points of the matchup, but the Trojans crawl all the way back with thanks to that senior leadership. They'll win this one 25-23. They take set number 2, and they're one set closer to winning it all on senior night. When we return, set number 3 to see if the Trojans can go home with the sweep here on Girard Sports Live.
Communicating with current and potential customers is a must in the world of business. Advertising is nothing more than communication and an invitation. Look no further than Norris Advertising, offering a wide variety of services from billboards, radio across the 4 states, and digital ad services like ZTV, YouTube, geofencing, streaming, and more beyond the local view. Looking to upgrade your storefront? Norris Advertising is your go-to for local digital sign sales. Norris Advertising. Get your ads to work.
Chicken Annie's of Girard is something to crow about. Their family-style restaurant continues a Southeast Kansas tradition with their specialty, fried chicken, plus famous homemade onion rings, chicken and noodles, and so much more. And of course, their delicious homemade pies. Dine in or carry out available. Chicken Annie's of Girard has the best value, flavor, and service in the area. Stop in soon or call for catering. 620-724-4090.
You've enjoyed life. Over the years, your community has become your passion, something you hope future generations get to experience, just as you have. That's why the Girard Area Community Foundation has worked hard to help fulfill charitable goals and inspire generosity, meeting the needs of the communities they serve. Creating a legacy fund with GACF ensures what you leave behind is an effective and lasting improvement in the community you love so dearly. Make plans to visit GirardAreaFoundation.com, preserving traditions for those who follow.
I was raised in a small town, and there was a lot of people who took time to invest in me. And so when we decided to open up our offices, we want to make sure that we're pouring back into the community that's giving to us. We care. We want to be involved. We want to have a passion for what you have a passion for. We want to be able to give back. And that's the foundation. That's why we're more than just insurance.
Welcome back. We're into set number 3 now. Tipped at the line by Bennett. Murphy sets over. Back row hit for Kester. Hit hard. And I'm going to call that one the hit of the game. The hit of the game is brought to you by Bradshaw Collision Repair. If your car takes a hit, like Maddie Kester just hit that ball, then take it to Bradshaw Collision Repair. Bob Bradshaw offers refinishing, paintless dent repair, glass replacement, and more. Let Bradshaw Collision Repair get you back in the game. Call 620-724-7300. Trojans lead 2-0 overall in the sets. But we're all tied at 1 here in set number 3. This one decides it all, depending on if the Trojans win or not. Boatman. Sutton passes forward to White. White over to Wells. Spikes it straight into the net. Makes it 2-1. Boatman back to serve. Blocked down the wall of Bennett.
Rachel just doing an absolutely fantastic job to get up and press. You could see it. Her hands almost touched the net for how much she pressed right there.
It was like she was swinging through on a spike. Nice save by Bryant. Kester hits it over. This one set over for Warner. Tipped. Miscommunication between Murphy and Bennett gives the Lancers back a point.
Yeah, right there, you never want to reach back, especially like front row. Never reach back. Trust that your back row has you. That way, miscommunications like that never happen.
Tavanaro serves away. Bennett passes it up into the back. I don't know who that kid is, but he just caught it. Good for him.
Yeah, Lindsay's still running and didn't really get her feet set, and her platform was not turned correctly. She caught it on the outside, causing that ball to ricochet into the stands.
Tavanaro serves short. Boatman's there. Passes forward to Murphy. Murphy back sets to Bennett. Bennett, hard hit. Straight off our Ethernet cable.
I was ready. I'm sorry.
You were ready. I just leaned back. Trusted that the ball wasn't going to hit me. I knew I wasn't in any danger.
I'll put my life for this stuff.
Bennett serve into the net. Got to control the uncontrollable.
Yeah, we talked about that a couple games ago. Serves are a big one. Tonight, so far, serves have been good. Only 2 missed serves, I believe, throughout three throughout the match, which is pretty good going into 3 sets, but still something you can control.
Lancers block goes out of the line of play. Makes it 5-4. And I tell you what, something you forget is how cold they run this gym.
I tell you that every time we're here. I'm always cold.
Yeah, well.
But I bet it's nice
now it's true. White can't get it over the net. And it makes it 6-4.
Good hustle, though. Good hustle.
Yeah, you're right. For the players on the floor, it's a nice fall day outside. It is actually real nice outside in Girard, Kansas right now. Another missed serve. Might have jinxed him.
Yeah, I was about to say, it might have jinxed him right there. I'm sorry.
The announcer's jinx always at play. Wells will serve over for the Lancers. Serves it low. Boatman passes to Murphy. Murphy to McGowan. McGowan hits that line. Little frustrated with herself. Lancers tie it back up at 6.
Yeah, Elena just facing that way. Her shoulder, her shoulders were not square with the court, and that's why it kind of went that way.
This one sails over the back line.
Good read by Bryant right there. Wasn't really sure if she was going to put her hands up or not, but she knows her side of the court.
Bryant does a very good job of knowing where she's at pretty much all times as Kester serves over. Coach White doesn't even give her players a chance. Frustrated with that pass. Rolls it back over. Not that they really had a shot at it, but, one could argue they had a play.
Yeah. I like her clipboard. It has the numbers of where they're supposed to serve on rather than giving signs.
Having to remember.
Yeah.
Pass that Coach Jackson.
We just want the coaches to play today, actually.
Yeah. And I think Coach White wants to play as well. She takes time out. We'll take it with her. Girard leads 2-0 in set number 3. You're watching Girard Sports Live.
Are you tired of waiting for your internet to load at a snail's pace? Or feeling like your connection is slower than a sloth's morning routine? Maybe your current internet feels as speedy as a sunbathing turtle. Well, say goodbye to the slow lane and welcome to Crawcan Fiber Optic Internet, where we leave the slow movers in the dust. You'll zoom through the web faster than Sharky being swarmed by his adoring fans. Crawcan Fiber Optic Internet, because life's too short to wait for slow connections.
Welcome back. Trojans lead 9-6 here in set number 3. Overall, they lead 2-0 as Kester serves away. Nice little dig there by the back row. McGowan goes for the tip. Tavernaro can't say the same for her dig. Falls on the floor. She can't get to it. Makes it 10-6.
Beautifully placed ball by Elena. Although going up with 2 hands shows like you're going to tip. The libero doesn't know if you're going to push it or if it's just going to be soft and right over, just like that one.
Murphy over to Boatman. Boatman hits down the line. White goes for the dump. Doesn't work. McGowan forward to Murphy. Murphy back to Boatman. Boatman. This time it works out. Hits off the blocker's hands. Goes into the bench. Makes our score 11-6.
Just a great job by the outsides all night using that block. Even if it's not closed, they're still using it, getting in between the block, and just getting as many touches on that ball for the back row not being able to read.
Murphy passes forward. Kester takes a nice little sit on the floor there. But ends up working out for them. And it'll be a timeout for the Lancers. We'll keep it here. Trojans lead by double the Lancers score. This is the same exact spot they were in that first set. Playing a little bit better here in this third set. You kind of touched on it a little bit. Trojans seem to come out hot in the first set always. Then they get a little slow in the second one. They lose a little bit. They make the games close. Like to make things exciting.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just that they get bored in a way, or they start freaking. They think it's going to be easy.
Yeah.
Underestimate their opponent, start freaking out, and then it all goes crazy and haywire, and then they get it back together in the third set. But you saw it at the end of that second set. They started putting things together. They took a breath. Coach Jackson talked them down, said, hey, let's play volleyball how we know how to play. Don't worry about anything else. The past is a pass. Move on from it. And here we are in the third.
That's exactly right. But come regionals time, so in 7 days, that second set stuff's not going to fly. You have to play good all the way through if you want a chance to make it all the way.
Absolutely. And with that, I bet Coach Jackson has a few drills up her sleeve that she'll have these girls do that practice on. I know there's one drill that they do in practice that's 4 before 3 or 3 before 5 or something like that, where it talks about finishing the ball, finishing the game, finishing everything before the other team has the opportunity to finish.
Yeah, and what you mean with that 3 before 5 is they have to score 3 points before the other team scores 5.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, the 5-point team that has to achieve 5 points, I should say, they get a free ball, while the 3 points, it's just coming off of the other team.
Interesting drill.
Yep.
It's always good to have those drills that teach you how things are going to be later in the game. Coaches often talk about that's why you do conditioning, because when you're playing in a game, you're going to be tired. You can't expect to shoot free throws on a full head of steam.
Yep, and like that's what all these tournaments during season are for. They're to prepare you for sub-state and state if you make it there.
Nice hit by Bennett, rolls the net. But it's the same thing with serving. You'll have some conditioning before you serve because you're not going to be full stamina every time you serve. Of course, there's occasions where you might get subbed in for your rotation. You'll be able to serve then. But most of the time, especially in the rotation that Girard runs, that's not the case.
And with serving, for me, it was always one of those, okay, you have, I believe it's 30 seconds from the time that it's 8 seconds from the time they blow the whistle. But you have up until then to just take a breath, get back there, you do a routine, you get relaxed, you get in the right headspace, and then you go, and it should be routine.
Yeah, and you have to have that routine. And if you watch, and I'm sure people will notice, anybody who recognizes patterns, these players do the same thing every single time. If they do something wrong, most of the time that leads to a pretty bad serve coming next.
Yep, when someone feels rushed or, then you're just not in your rhythm.
Awkward little plays there by the Bennetts, but it works out. 15-8. Our score, Kester dives for it. And a little punishment on the end as it comes back and hits her on the noggin. 15-9. I'll get the last clap. White sends over Bryant. Interesting pass forward. But whatever works, works, I suppose, as Megan Bennett slides it down the line.
Are you talking about why Gracie Murphy chose to take it with her platform and on her hands?
No, I was curious as to Lindsey Bryant's pass. It seemed like it was a little off, went a little bit to the right there for our viewers.
Oh. Well,
just wasn't very well placed. That's why I said it, whatever works. Well, White didn't really have a play on it there, and it goes behind the Trojans bench. 17-9 our score.
Honestly, I think my depth perception is off. I thought that was going over.
Interesting. Wells forward. Bennett's double team to hit that down. And it goes off Bennett's hands. Megan Bennett, that is. Falls on the Trojan side. 17-10. Sir, there are no artificial noisemakers allowed in 10R Taylor Gymnasium.
Is that a turkey?
Sounded like it. Be careful.
It's turkey season.
Come turkey season. Jess Murphy won't let that slide. Darvinaro sends over got to see Jess, if you guys tuned in to the start, got to walk his senior daughter, Gracie Murphy. Got to do the old senior walk, have the name announced. Gracie involved in a lot of activities, as well as all the other seniors. It's always impressive when they do their walk to hear all the things they were involved in and what these students do. I mean, they're just active people, and it tends, Mr. Swartz would always say it too, the percentage of players who are athletes also tend to have higher grades in school, more involvement in school. It's that same old where, and you can see it here with these seniors, they're doing it all.
Yeah, I know my senior year, I was really active in everything that I could be in. It's great. One, it's great on your resume, and two, it's just great part of building a community here at Girard High School.
It does build a community, and not to be quoting teachers all over, of course, but Mrs. Pruitt always used to say that to her kids, who were really young at the time, the current high school star was their hero, or their superhero. At the time, it was Gabe Muya. Shout out Gabe Muya, wherever you are right now. But the representation you have to the young kids on campus, so important, as McGowan does a good job finishing that one down. But these senior leaders are the example for everyone in the school. That goes for these volleyball players right here and those seniors in the crowd right now for the football team. The entire school looks up to you, whether they know it or not. And it's good to see that Girard always has them as a nice example.
Mm-hmm.
That was part of my post-game speech, but I brought it out here. Boatman sends over. White, she'll set up middle for Sutton. Sutton has to just tip over. McGowan to Murphy. Murphy over to Kester. Kester hits hard. It's blocked at the line. They're still going to have a chance for it. Murphy dumps over. Sutton to White. White goes back corner. And Murphy gets there. And they'll call a lift on Boatman. So they do call lifts in high school volleyball.
Yeah, they've called a couple since we've been filming. But great job by Lindsey Bryant, just trying to get a hand on that ball. Unfortunately, Erica was just right there.
Yeah.
Nothing you could do about that.
20-12. What a good year. It's going to be a number one hit for Wells. Stealing the coach's signals. Gracie goes for the dump. And is a contested shot for McGowan. Gets over on the Trojans side. David scrambling around. And Bryant's there to save it. This one gets hit. Touches the back line. 20-13.
You mentioned that serve. Yeah, she meant to go one, but it ended up in the 6th spot. So Kaylee David is currently standing in the 1 spot. Lindsey Bryant in the 6th spot. Erica Boatman in the 5 spot. Where the outside is the 4, the middle is the 3, my bad, I can't count. And where Gracie Murphy, this left front, is the 2 spot.
Yeah, so in case you guys were wondering the positions in volleyball.
Yeah.
Is that pretty standard?
So it depends. That is pretty standard, like for high school level. College level, they'll break it up into 9 spots.
Man, there's only 6 players on the floor.
I know. It's 9 zones, and it's a pain in the butt to remember what your coach is signaling when you're doing.
But if you could walk us through those 9 zones, what are the main ones?
The main ones, 1 through 6, like I just said. Those are like.
Yep, and then the other 3.
So it's hard to explain.
I imagine it'll fill in on that front row in the different zones.
It actually, so how do I explain this? Take the court, divide it in 3 going long ways, like horizontally, and then divide it in 3 going vertically. So you have 9 spots that way.
I see.
So you'll have 3 in the middle of that, the standard 1 through 6. But the standard, or the middle, will be 6, 7, 8.
A great play by White to save it. Murphy sets over to Boatman. Boatman hits hard. No one's home. And the Trojans riding the tidal wave all the way home. Match point.
Where Erica just hit, that was in between 3 and 2.
Kester sends away. Match point. Wells, awkward hit. That's going to be 4 hits, and that's going to be the end of our matchup. 25-13, set number 3, Trojans cleanup senior night, and they'll be able to go home and be happy as they get a win over the Southeast Lancers. Perform the sweep. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have an interview with Coach Jackson. She'll make her way up here. We'll get to talk to her a little bit, walk through her season as that wraps up the regular season for the Trojans here on Girard Sports Live.
Tries to make something out of nothing. The Trojans all over him. It's going to be a big loss on the play.
A Trojan sack means $1 short stacks at Eastside Cafe. Kick off your day with a hearty breakfast or take that midday break at Eastside Cafe. And this fall, when the Trojans get a sack, you get $1 short stacks the next day. Eastside Cafe, a favorite of the Four States winner. Go Trojans from Eastside Cafe.
Hello, Four States. This is Jay Hatfield with the Jay Hatfield Auto Group. We've been serving the Four States area for over 29 years, and we now have 6 locations which offer Chevrolet, GMC, Ford, and Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Each of our locations is operated by a Jay Hatfield family member or managing partner. At Jay Hatfield, we're here to earn your business and trust. We have approximately 300 pre-owned and 300 new vehicles in stock or on their way, and we're making deals. Come see us at Jay Hatfield location today and let us make you part of the Jay Hatfield family.
The first one here is a 2017 Ford Focus with only 21,000 miles. That one's not for sale though. I'm going to probably keep that one.
Hi, my name's Eddie.
2016 Chevy Malibu with only 13,000 miles, but I might hang on to that one too, so let me show you the next one. Ford F-150, but that one's going to stay with me too. So let's go down to the next one here.
Hi, I'm Eddie.
2017 F-150, so we have 3 of them. I could probably let that one go.
Hi, my name's Eddie.
2015 Ford Transit Cargo. I'm going to keep that one because I have to move here soon. But the rest of them, you're welcome to come out and look at. And I think you'd like a lot of them. We appreciate your business.
Farmers Bank is a proud supporter of Girard schools. For generations, Farmers Bank has worked with local leaders, businesses, and residents to help shape the future of Southeast Kansas. Farmers Bank is proud to have helped with the growth and development of the communities we serve. As partners in business and friends in life, Farmers Bank is looking forward to a brighter tomorrow. Farmers Bank, with locations in Hepler, Walnut, St. Paul, and Girard. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Girard Sports Live. I'm Daryl McLeod, joined alongside by Sarah Goebel, and we have Coach Jackson up here with us. Coach.
Hello, Trojan fans.
Good win tonight.
Thank you.
Feel good going into regionals now?
Yeah, we definitely needed that. One more team before we make it to regionals on Monday.
Yeah, it's a good deal, and Girard's going to be hosting regionals. What does that mean for you?
Home field advantage is absolutely huge because we're comfortable here. We play here every single day. We know what we can hit across this net, and, sometimes you get in those big gyms and you start swinging wide and long, and so I think they'll be more comfortable here.
That's a good deal as well, having your home fans here to cheer you on.
Absolutely, yeah. If we can get all the Trojan fans here next Monday, that would be awesome. We play at 5, 6, and 7. I know the girls would appreciate as much fan base as we can get.
Yeah, and I always love our fans watching on Girard Sports Live, but if you can, don't watch it here and instead come to the game, cheer the ladies on, help them get to that sub-state and state tournament.
Absolutely.
It'd be real nice. Well, more on today's game and on the season. Just overall, you said when you're coming up that, and we kind of said it in our pregame show as well, you're expected to beat Southeast. How'd you kind of just keep everyone focused in to make sure that you got that done tonight?
With this group, really, it's not too hard to focus. If they become unfocused, I just kind of glare at them a little bit. They snap right back into shape. They're awesome. This group is anything I expect. They're just awesome to work with.
No, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, as far as the season goes as well, that's huge for you.
Yeah, 28-8 right now.
Yeah.
And first seeded at sub-state, so we're sitting good. We're going to see Iola and Pomona, West Franklin, and then Columbus on Monday.
And we looked a little bit at the seeding, and we believe you'll play Columbus in that first round.
Should be Columbus first, yeah.
Yeah, because they are the 16 seed coming in. That's going to be huge. As far as looking ahead to that game, I mean, we saw you play Columbus earlier here on Girard Sports Live as well. What are some keys that you're going to have to look forward to that?
I mean, Columbus is scrappy. Even though their record's not great, they are scrappy. And sometimes those scrappy teams that play out of system all the time, it's just hard to know what's going to happen next, and you always have to be on your toes. Versus a structured team that you know is going to pass, set, kill. That's easy to kind of gauge. But with things coming over that aren't supposed to at certain times, that kind of makes it a little bit trickier.
Those are always my scariest teams to play.
Yeah,
you
absolutely.
never know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
What does practice look like for you?
So, we really need to hit it hard the next 4 days. We'll come in Sunday, too, because, we had Fall Festival this weekend. So I brought them in about, 45 minutes today to just dial in our passing. And, we definitely needed that. So we're going to come in Sunday right before to make sure, we're comfortable and we're kind of back in our routine. Sometimes when you get them out of a routine, that messes with their mindset. And so we're just going to try to keep them in that as much as we can.
Gonna have a little bit of film, a little bit of team dinner.
Oh, yeah. We'll have lots of films. We've been feeding them. They've been spoiled. I'm sure Scott Jackson's going to feed them next Monday, too. So I think they're mostly excited about food.
Yeah. It's the way to anyone's heart, to tell you the truth.
Teenagers, anyways.
I still stand by that, of course. Yeah, well, it's been a great season.
Yeah.
We've loved broadcasting for you. Hopefully make it to that state tournament. What's it look like path-wise? Because Sarah mentioned that the top 2 teams now from this region will go.
Yeah, so top 2 teams coming out of the quad on Monday will then make it to the bracket play on Saturday, and you will not be in the same bracket as that team that you already played. So we'll see different teams. We have to win 2 on Saturday in order to make it out, but 2 teams from our regional will make it.
Will Saturday be here too?
It should be if we come out of that quad first.
Okay.
Well, there you go. Looking forward to that. Anything else for her, Sarah, before we let her go?
I do have a question. So the nets, are they going to be like this, or are they going to be just one net?
No, so Keisha now requires you have 2 nets in your gym at all times, so we've got to keep it the way it is, which is fine for us because, again, I don't like change. We're kind of in our routine, and if I can keep in that routine, things will go better.
Well, I think you got a retired player waiting on you down there to say hello. Be one Leah McGowan.
Awesome. Hi, Leah McGowan. Welcome to Girard Sports Live, Leah. Always good to see former players.
Oh, yeah. Well, go enjoy your time with the team. Enjoy that last game of the season, and good win today, Coach.
Awesome. Thanks for having me.
Thank you very much. That was Coach Jackson with us live. That post-game coach interview is brought to you by Community National Bank and Trust, serving the area for 30 years. Stop in soon to pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. Community National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Girard schools. Learn more online at mybankcnb.com. Well, Sarah, it's been a good season for the Trojans.
Yeah.
Been a good game.
Absolutely. It's been a great season coming in. Losing under double digits is a great accomplishment. I believe, according to Max Preps, they're 52 in the state overall class-wise. That is a great accomplishment from a little 3A school. I can't wait to see what they do in the future at sub-state and regionals.
Yeah, I imagine we'll be able to go pretty far with them, and I'd be excited to broadcast them all.
Yeah, BJ, if you are listening right now, please make that happen.
Yeah, we'll set this up. We'll come Monday, we'll come Tuesday, and hopefully come Saturday, hoping they make it out of that quad. We'll get all the Girard games for you that we can. Anything else before we sign off? I mean, it's been a great season.
Thank you for welcoming us.
Of course. Thank you to Girard for always being so open and helping us out everywhere we can go. We always love to be here on Girard Sports Live. It's easily the best streaming platform out there.
Amen. We'll see you Friday.
Friday night, Prairie View. Sarah and I will be there along with Jess and Josh on the call. Well, that's us signing out. I'm Daryl McLeod alongside Sarah Goebel. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, Mom, and good night from Ted R. Taylor Gymnasium.
Thanks for watching. From the gridiron to the hardcourt, the pitch to the mat, don't miss any of the action. We're there with live, local sports coverage at VarsitySportsLive.com.